Howdy, and welcome to the Lunch Table Podcast, a podcast where we don't stuff turkeys, but each other. Yeah, you like that?
I thought you were going to say a joke about both of us being the bad uncle at the Thanksgiving table.
Nope. It's a gay joke.
I mean, we are the bad uncles.
Well,
We're the fun uncles.
we don't do the bad touches. Okay, we're not them
Right.
kind of uncles. And the guy with me, who's also a good uncle, that's right, my right-hand man, the co-host, Mr. Google himself, Drew. They call me Moist Mouth. Watsonizer. It's a tight, moist hole.
Stuff my bottom with bread.
Dude, that's where I stuff it. When I say I stuff you, that's
Shove
where
your
it is.
yeast roll in.
That's nasty. And the guy with the yeast roll, that's right. Your host with the most.
Roofies in the turkey, because nobody's going to know the difference.
No one noticed that was slightly green.
Roofies are green?
No, but cough syrup is.
You're just making sure that nobody's sick on the holiday.
That's right. And the guy who thinks of others, Carl Jones. All right. You ready to get into it?
Sure.
Let's go.
That was a two-stager.
That was. Dang, that was a good one.
Yeah, I know.
Nice. So, obviously, right around the corner. Well, actually, by the time this... Yeah.
Can you burp on command? You can belch?
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
I
You
know
just
a lot
got to
of
force
people-
air down your
I know
throat.
a lot of people that can't. It's not the only thing you force down your throat.
It's not the only thing I force.
A lot of people can't do that, actually.
What?
Belch.
Oh, that's weird. Belch, dick or lick.
Reminds me of a blowjob, dick.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to lick it because you'd have to smell it.
Theo Von Me green bean casserole.
That's like the white person fried chicken on Thanksgiving.
There you go.
So obviously,
Woo!
right around the corner is Thanksgiving. This episode's all going to be about Thanksgiving and why we do the dumb things we do. But before we get into that, what else happens on Thanksgiving, Drew?
A lot of things.
Mm-hmm. But something with men in tights and a ball.
Peter Pan?
Close. Football.
Yeah.
Yeah. And guess what just happened? I don't think we've talked about
You
this.
got some people hurt?
No. You remember how you were bragging all these episodes about how you were the best? And we played each other, didn't we?
To be fair,
I want to hear it.
I still am in first place.
Sure, and I'm in last. But who won our battle?
You're not last. You're
I'm
ninth.
eighth.
Yes, but do you remember how, a lot of time the Steelers suck and still beat the Browns?
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
I put the wrong quarterback in.
Right. I put a lot of bad people in.
But
Bad teams can be good teams any day of the week.
It don't matter.
That's the way football
You
works.
were bragging this whole time, and I whooped your ass. I invited you
By
in.
2 points.
That's called a ass whooping in my books.
We each had 150 points, and 2 points is what separated us.
That's 2 big points. If it was 2 inches and we're measuring Peters, pretty big deal.
If you have 150-inch long, you got a problem.
Or is that a solution?
If both of us have a 150-inch cock, then there's something in the water.
There's the Tyson chicken.
Hey, a whole bunch of Tyson planes got shut down.
Really? Again. Didn't that happen during COVID? Where they just had to shut all of it down from making people sick?
They shut down 8 plants in the last couple weeks.
Jesus. I wonder what the workers are doing. I'm thinking it's the workers. Because it's not the machines, right? Because they're probably using the same machines. So it's probably these lazy workers sitting there right in your chicken. You ground up chicken juice. Whatever you want to call Tyson chicken, because it's just blended chicken from all different types of chickens. Talking about that, I had a weird thought. So, a bunch of people, they get families and they get pets, right? Someone I know just recently got another cat.
Yeah, we'll get another cat.
Yeah, more animal. I get it, but he was making the joke that to the cat, like, you better enjoy your day because tomorrow's your snip snip. And I thought to myself, if cats from Egypt way back when that started working with humans, they just started, right?
Okay.
If we could go back and tell them, like, hey, listen, if you start working with humans, you will be safe. People will feed you and they'll love you and they'll pet you. But all of you are not going to have your balls. Do you think they would take the deal?
Yeah.
I wouldn't. You would take that? I wouldn't. I'm keeping my ball. You keep me in the wild. I wouldn't trade that.
There is two different types of people here.
For my balls, dude?
Domesticated, getting married, wanting that stable home.
And I'm feral. I don't have my shots. I got like a chunk out of my ear. Mange.
Diphtheria.
Right. People tried to feed me. No, I just don't think I don't think they would take it. I
think they would.
You think?
Well, okay. I think half of them would.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
That is our poll for the day.
Yeah. If cats knew they were going to lose their balls by hanging out with people, would they still hang around people?
Well, not just their balls, but you can do that to female cats as well.
Well, true. And
the female cats wouldn't have any in heat time either.
Right.
And they still get love. That's a.
Well, but you're locked inside all day.
Yeah.
You're not allowed outside. And the one thing you do all day is stare out the window, wasn't outside.
We're making good cases for both here.
Yeah, we are.
But we want to know what you think.
What do you think about pussy? Cats. Pussy cats. I'm sorry. I ruined it. I went for a joke. I thought it would be good. And I ruined it. I ruined the whole thing.
This is a dick joke zone only.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to bring sloppy wet vagina into our talk.
That's for the after podcast.
That's for the later podcast. Dude, okay. I was at bowling, and there we have nudie cards.
Nobody cared. Okay.
We have nudie cards, right, that we play, like,
the
games with. And this one card, I'll have to show you the picture when we're done. But this one card, dude, this lady's proportions, it...
Is the king of spades the whole length of the card?
No. Actually, some of them are real bad. Like, the real good cards have some ugly women on them. And I'm like, why? And then you'll get a 3, and there will be some dime piece on this 3. And you're like, I want to keep this one. You're like, I like this one.
Is it pixelated? Like,
yeah, some of it is.
Like 98 dial-up porn?
Oh, yes. Yeah, like you're trying to watch it on the channel that barely comes in.
I only know 3 letters of the 4-letter passcode.
I can guess the last one. Gotta wait 20 minutes. Damn it.
Now I lost interest. I'm gonna go jerk it in my room. Who's the first person you knew that had a porno mag?
That had a porno mag?
Yeah. Your dad?
I bet so.
Your mom?
Dude, it was so, like, where I grew up. Okay, so.
Your uncle.
So before I, like, got to the projects, if that's really what you want to call them. But before I got there, we lived in Kennard Atlantic, and the way we got that house was a family owned all of it.
Ooh.
And then they divided it amongst the family, and everyone, like, lived in a plot. Then one of the family members sold the plot to us. So we're, like, one of the only ones who weren't family. Everybody else was related around there.
Yeah.
And all of them were kind of right. And all of them were kind of like my dad. So it would be nothing to walk into any of their garage and just be titties on a calendar hanging out.
Nice.
Yeah. So probably a garage. Probably, you know what I mean? Like in my grandpa's garage with some tits hanging out on the calendar or something. Some girls touching it. Everywhere. Dude, they didn't care. They just hung it up. Like, that's the one thing I respect about the old guys. They didn't hide their porn.
Oh, yeah.
They traded it. They're like, dude, you got to see this porn.
98 Miss October.
You like that. Dude, get a load of the nips on her.
You want to trade all your blondes for all of my brunettes?
Dude, like I said, they would just have a calendar of whatever they liked. If they liked, big women, it didn't matter. It'd just be a calendar of a naked big woman. And the next month, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. Naked big women.
Yeah. Naked big. But they did not care. Anyone who walked into they're like, this is my place. And I have titties in my place.
See, dude, I want to do more with my garage. I want to kind of pimp it out, but
you
not
can't
go
hang one of those.
But not go over the edge. I don't want to. I don't want to have a couch.
You know what would be perfect in there?
Like I gotta have a TV.
A cardboard.
I'll probably put that TV there.
A cardboard cutout of Britney Spears.
Oh, dude, I'd pimp it out like that. Yeah.
Yeah, just like her chilling in the corner. That'd be like your equivalent to having titties. Like, because Morgan's not going to allow you to hang porn.
Yeah.
Would she?
No.
Okay. I wouldn't think so. So, that's the only way you're getting away with it, and that might be tough.
She found my porn the other day.
First off, how do you... Okay. Yeah. Start. I'm sorry. Start.
It's old porn.
Gotcha.
Old porn that I haven't used in a very, 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 very long time.
Okay.
There was a long, dark, dry spell that I had one time. And I went and picked up a DVD.
Okay. Just to try something new.
Yeah.
Just because...
I didn't want internet porn at that time.
Yeah.
So I got a DVD.
Yeah. Sometimes...
This is how old this was. I don't have a DVD player.
A Divida. Yeah, but you got a Mac.
Down here.
That can play it.
Yeah, but my other computer can't play DVDs.
True. You have enough shit around.
Okay. Moving past the point. I have this desk out in our patio that I use for like my computer stuff.
Okay.
And it was buried in the bottom drawer underneath a whole bunch of stuff. And she decided that she wanted to use that desk as a bar cart or something moving forward now.
Yeah.
So she needed to pull the drawers and take the stuff out of there and give it to me to divide it up. And she pulled up one of the drawers and goes, "What the fuck is this?" And had DVD in hand. I was like, okay, I know you're mad. And I know it's not going to make sense. But I want you to look at the copyright of that DVD. I bought that new. It was like 2005 or something. I was like, you were like 15.
Do you realize the women in this are now like 50?
Yeah.
I don't want them.
They do not look that good.
Right. I'm happy I got this moment, okay?
And then she started looking at it like, huh? Okay.
Maybe you should start watching some with her.
Maybe.
Might be a new step.
Things are okay.
I know.
Our step is very big right now.
I know. You keep saying. It might help a brother out if and then she might forgive you. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, it's long since forgiven.
Because I'm sorry, ladies, but at the end of the day, sometimes you just gotta. You gotta jerk it sometimes. It just is what it is.
Okay. This is a small public service announcement. Women. If this happens every once in a while.
And or other men lovers. We don't want to exclude anyone.
That's true. Men lovers, dick or lick.
I'm digging them. Theo Von me that.
You know what a sausage sandwich is?
Yeah.
If you take that big long roll of sausages that are tied together to another sausage, doesn't that just look appetizing? That's how those guys think.
that was a 2, Drew. That reminded me nothing of him, but good job.
I tried.
You gave it a shot.
You always do the Theo Vons. Sorry.
Me and him are similar souls, I guess.
Back to my service announcement.
Yeah.
If you have a man in your relationship Sometimes it's easier just to let them do their thing while you're at work, while you're out with your family, and he's not. These are all red flags that should be coming up every once in a while. Sometimes it just builds up, and he needs to get rid of it. And he would rather take care of it, and he's not going to be proud of this, in 2 or 3 minutes.
After. Yeah, there's always that after pain.
Not going to be happy that he can do it in 2 or 3 minutes, and it takes you about 20.
Well, and some girls, I'm sorry, but some hand job givers
Right.
are not the best.
Sometimes all a guy wants to do, get in, get out, hop in the shower.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes. Hey, it is what it is.
It's a part of life.
It's a part of life.
That was something he carries over from his single days.
That's like our equivalent of a headache. Oh no, we don't want to do it now. The kids acted up and I don't have the energy.
I want you to give me a percentage. The amount of times that somebody has propositioned you for sex, whether it be a girlfriend, a one-night stand, something like that.
And I turned it down?
That you have turned down / accepted. Is it 50-50?
Probably more on the accepted side just a little bit. But there are a bunch of people I have denied.
55-45?
More like probably 60-40.
Okay.
Probably more of that. But I have denied.
Yeah.
Yeah. It also matters how much certain liquid I drink. I get pretty forgiving with that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was his name?
Roberto, actually.
I know a lot of Roberts. That's scary.
I was at a apple farm, and he was one of the workers.
Granny Smith or Red Delicious?
Well, I was looking for a Granny Smith, but I found me a Red Delicious.
Ginger.
He's native.
That's racist. Native to where?
America.
So he's
a Native American.
I know.
He's a native. I could call them Indians.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Well, they don't mind it. They're trying to get the name back for the Redskins. Did you see that? There's a whole group of Native Americans.
There is one group of Native Americans that says that it's disrespectful to their chief. Because that was their picture of that chief. The Redskin emblem guy.
Yeah.
He was a Native American chief for that specific tribe.
Yeah.
And that tribe is the one that's fighting, saying, put the Indian back on.
Yeah.
Because that's our chief.
Right.
And all the other ones are like, nah, that's racist.
No. Because they even took a poll when it was happening. We'll have to look this up. And a lot of the natives didn't care. It was the white people.
Yeah.
Yeah. The white people on the outside who don't actually want to help them with their drug problems.
Social justice warriors.
Yeah. The people that feel like they want to solve something. Although the owner of that place was a shitbag and he didn't need to get out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The new dude's okay.
Yeah, he seems cool.
He just needs
to change the names. Like, at least go pigskin. It's like the football used to be made out of pigskins.
I think it should be something with the government.
Listen, the team is nicknamed the Hogs because they've always had a good offensive line. So all the people dress like hogs. They dress like pigs. Right? They call themselves the Skins as a nickname. If you would have any songs with your name in it, if you just switch it to pigskin, it would fit and still rhyme. You just rhyme with the end of the word. You change 3 letters. That's all you got to do. It seemed brilliant to me. And since the football used to be made with the pigskin and you're one of the oldest franchises, it makes sense. Yeah. And you're about the same color as a football. They use that like burgundy, reddish, brown.
Yeah.
It would have fit. I'm sorry. You missed Washington. You needed Carl. Now you're the Commanders.
Commander-in-Chiefs?
Yeah, they're trying to take over. They're not even hiding it now.
They can't be the Senators because the Senators already exist. Although that doesn't really affect because there's like 2 Blue Jays and 2
Yeah, but I feel like
Giants.
if you name yourself after an animal, you can't claim that. Because the animal already exists. In a sense. Well, I know. Okay, that's a stupid argument because everything already exists, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, you could use that on, like, if they named it after a building.
Where are the color purples?
Yeah, we're the color purple. Well, the Browns.
I know.
Yeah.
That was named after a last name.
Yes, and we were the first football team to... Well, actually, we're the first sport team ever to allow African Americans on the team.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. The Browns.
What trendsetters we are.
Yes, and now we can't win a game. But, what?
There might be talks about a new quarterback. Actually, 2 new quarterbacks.
Joe Flacco, I saw that.
And RG3.
I don't like either of them. I think listen.
Not a football podcast, bud.
All I'm saying is name me one game. Name me one game where we won because of the quarterback play.
No, we just need somebody that's able to get it done.
That's why
Time clock managed. It can be anybody in there, really.
DTR. That's why I said stick with him. Stick with the rookie.
No, you can make a negative effect.
Yeah, and I don't think he will. We survived with PJ. Like, think about it. He was throwing 3 interceptions, and we're still in every game.
Yep.
We should have won the Seahawks one. But I digress.
Do you watch football on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, well, yeah, 100%.
See, my family wasn't a big Thanksgiving, or my family wasn't a big football family. So if it was on, we didn't really care. That was nothing that we...
Yeah, but you didn't turn it on just to have it on at least?
No.
Oh.
I will say that I watched the Macy's Day Parade a lot.
See, my family watched that, but I didn't give a shit about that.
See?
Never watched it.
2 different people.
I didn't give a fuck about the balloons. I'm sorry.
The music's good.
Yeah. It's all fake and just a CD playing. I can play the CD.
But you ready for our meat and potatoes?
Meat and potato. Okay, but one real quick thing. I was studying, right? Because I got a test to take. And as I was studying, there's this word that I couldn't pronounce. You know what really pisses me off about the English language, Drew?
What?
What do they put right beside a word if it's hard to pronounce?
A pronunciation.
Right.
That
Why is it not spelled the way it's pronunciated? Like, look, they already spell it out the way, like, they're like, oh, the way it sounds is like this. But that's not how we do it. We do it like this. Like, so
what was the word?
It's one of the facial bones, I forget.
Oh.
But, like, I was looking at all the different words, and it just cracked me up, where it's like, well, if English made sense, you wouldn't need this thing right beside it. And then why don't we just spell it like that? If this is how, like, they understand, like, oh, if people just read it this way, they'll sound it out perfectly. Oh, so shouldn't it be spelled like that? No. No.
Yeah.
No, that makes too much sense.
Dude, the English language is such a conglomeration of so many different languages.
I just want to... I want to go back to whoever made languages and just figure out one for everybody. Here. This is what we're going to do.
There's a story in the Bible about that.
Nice.
It's the Tower of Babel.
Nice.
Everybody spoke one language.
Yeah.
And then they started worshiping false gods. And God smote them.
What do you think we do now?
God smote them, and everybody learned a different language.
And we still do it. Think about it.
Yeah.
Like any sports player that we were just talking about, if you idolize them, that's idolizing them like God. That's no bueno.
I think it was a golden bull or something that they were praying to.
Yeah.
It was literally an idol.
Yeah. Well, we do that.
Yeah.
They do that, dude. What is the statue at a Catholic church of Jesus? That's not him. That's an idol of him, a fake idol of him.
Yeah, but
especially the white one.
The tonal is supposed to go up to that person from that statue.
Yeah, is that how it goes? Is that better Wi-Fi connection?
Yes.
For Jesus prayers?
5G.
That's what it is. Now we understand. Okay.
What would Jesus do?
What would Jesus do? I'll tell you what he would do. He'd give people turkeys.
Dick or lick Jesus.
I'm dicking him.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. You know why? He's got those holes in his hands.
And his feet.
And his feet. Well, of course you went to the feet, you sick fuck.
He's got 4 more holes than your average male.
Man.
Oh, 5. He got in the rib, too.
Yeah. And, you could probably, depending on how much the crown of thorns dug in, maybe find an okay one.
I don't think we're that small. We're small, not that small.
I'm no needle dick.
Needle dick.
I get to the meat and potatoes.
Water sucks.
It really, really sucks. Gatorade.
So, in today's episode, we're going to talk about Thanksgiving a little bit. Some unknown facts, some traditions.
Yes.
Some why we do what we do, and what the lunch table would do differently.
Ooh.
It's not the Thanksgiving dinner table.
Ooh.
This is the lunch table.
The lunch table. We could have a turkey on here, but it might break our desk.
Yeah. I got turkey upstairs. You want to go get it? Not even joking. I got one from work today. Yeah. I had to wait in the pouring rain to get it.
I want to know why we eat the turkey, because, Benjamin Franklin thought it was a noble bird.
Yep. All right.
And you're stupid.
What? You know what? I'll start with that one.
Okay. We get right into the meat.
Sure.
Come on. If you're making a plate, what's the first thing you grab, right?
Turkey.
Not me, but most people. I grab a meat, but just not turkey.
So it is not necessarily because the Pilgrims did it. Turkeys have been on the menu since 1621 celebrations by the Pilgrims of Plymouth. There were wild turkeys in the Plymouth area, though.
Jeez.
The best existing account of the Pilgrims' harvest feast comes from a colonist in a journal, and it says that there is no explicit mention of turkey.
Really?
He does, however, mention the Pilgrims gathering wild fowl for the meal, although it could have been likely duck or geese.
It could be any bird at that point.
Right.
As long as it's wild.
When it comes out to why we eat turkey on Thanksgiving, it helps to know a little bit about the history of the holiday.
Okay.
The Thanksgiving meal was done up by Abraham Lincoln. He was the main... Well, I'll get more into that.
Okay.
But
so we eat Thanksgiving dinner because of Abraham, huh? He's an ugly son of a bitch.
There's a couple different reasons for him. Moreover, there were more pragmatic reasons for eating turkey rather than, say, chicken for the feast like Thanksgiving. The birds are large enough to eat, large enough that they can feed a whole table of hungry family members, unlike chickens. And they don't serve an additional purpose for laying eggs or making milk.
Whoa.
Like a cow.
Okay, I was going to say, there's a bird that makes milk?
Unlike pork, turkey wasn't so common that it seemed like a suitable choice for a special occasion.
Well, that's true. It's just a wild running bird.
Right.
That's pretty fat.
Yeah. So, in essence, the turkeys are big enough to feed the family.
Yep.
They don't serve any other purpose on the farm.
Right.
So you can go hunt them and not have to worry about robbing from Peter to save Paul for a meal instead of turkeys or for
exactly,
eggs or
because if I get rid of my chicken who might lay, I don't know how much eggs they lay per year, but let's say 100. I know it's probably a lot more than that.
I think it's one a day or something.
Right. So 360. So 360 eggs or one chicken?
360?
5.
There you go.
Well, in an odd, right? If you guess like the days
yes.
Weirdly. But still, that's hard to get rid of a chicken when it's going to give you 365 eggs.
Right. And it's not so unusual like people would have pork a lot during the week.
Okay.
So it is a special occasion.
A special occasion. Right. Well, you figure pork, you kill one pig. That's got to last you a while, especially if you make it pretty fat.
Right. But I have a list of some of the other things that we do for the holidays.
Ooh, okay.
Number 1 is travel to see family.
Yeah.
Every person in somebody's family says that they're going to be hosting Thanksgiving this year to get clout in the family, or they've done it for so long, or, it's the matriarch of the family that decides, we're going to have it here. We've always had it here, and then when that fizzles, then, people go elsewhere.
Right.
Like in my particular family, growing up, we always went to my grandparents. my mom's mom, because she had it, and there was all of her kids and all of her grandkids all there in one place.
Right.
And we were close.
Right.
And then when my grandma passed away, then my mom did it for us and our immediate family. So it was kind of smaller, and now we're kind of growing out. Morgan and Kent and his girlfriend and his kid and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So, how'd yours go?
Well, I already had, it matters which side. The one side, it was my extra siblings, my grandparents, and maybe a cousin. Then my mom's side, we're all close, and they all live together. So
30, 40, 50 people?
Oh, dude, yeah.
It's like a party.
Yeah, it's like a big party. And then we invite just friends.
Yeah.
So, like, friends of the family come over. So, it's a big ordeal. Like, Thanksgiving's my favorite holiday. I love Thanksgiving because there's nothing you have to do. I don't have to get a costume. I don't have to buy no fucking gifts. The only thing you got to do is show up with a little bit of food to give somebody, a little bit of energy to say, here, I love you guys. And that's it. Just hang out with the family. That's it. That's all there's to it.
It doesn't even have to be particularly good.
No. You could suck at making something.
Right. You could have the worst pie in there.
But
and because you brought something.
Yeah. Thank you. So it's like, I don't know. I really like it. It's a nice family dinner time. And it was always cool because my cousins and stuff, so we'd all hang out. And then there was like always, like like my cousins were a little bit older. So they were about teens while we were pre-teens. And then there's people under us. And so there's always this like kids following underneath you kind of thing. It's kind of cool.
Oh, I got upgraded to the adult table this year.
Basically. Or like, running down, Aunt Char, Matt won't let us play his video games. So, and a bunch of kids. I love it. I love it. And my family expands constantly. We're a bunch of lovers.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
I prefer close-knit instead of like when I was younger with all the hullabaloo going around.
Yeah.
There's just too many people at that point.
Well, lots of times I don't see them.
But I love people.
Yeah.
I love people. I love parties. I love barbecues. I love whatever. It's just, I don't know, something about...
It might have been too small of a place.
Yeah.
Because that's what's happening to us now.
I want to be able to go outside, not freeze my nuts off.
Yeah, that too. Well, see, that's why it was fun when you liked football, because a lot of us would go out and throw the football and run around and...
Right.
Do some stuff.
Family coming over.
Okay.
Is there anything that you would change with that? I wouldn't.
What do you mean?
Is there anything that you would change?
About
we're
my
breaking
family?
down different parts of the Thanksgiving thing, why we do what we do, and if we would do them differently.
No, dude. That's the whole point of why I like things. Like, holidays are great for you to go see your kin. Well, I guess more than your kin. Your bloodline.
Yeah.
Because when you have a child, they can get any of those traits.
Yeah.
Like, all of that's in your DNA. So it's kind of cool because some of it's a reflection of yourself or what might be in you. And I don't know. I think knowing who your family is a big thing. You don't always have to like them.
Yeah.
But show up. Or if you don't have a family, at least have some tight-knit group friends.
Friendsgiving.
Friendsgiving. I've done that once.
I did not.
Yeah, I've done that once. Friendsgiving.
Was it in college?
No, it was us and the Army guys at that time.
Oh.
Yeah, it was during that time. But, no, I wouldn't change one thing about it, bro. I love it. Maybe a little bit bigger place. I used to think, like, I wouldn't want it any other place than a house. No, it's got to be at someone's house. But now that there's so many, it's like, why not rent a hall? Let the kids run around. We all BS and play cards. That's another thing we all do. We all play cards. Like, we play 31, so everyone sits down. We get multiple decks, and we play a card game. Everyone brings quarters.
I remember I played.
Yeah. I'm just saying, so there's, like, other stuff we do to get everyone involved. So you're not just standing there.
All right, so the next one here, Thanksgiving being on a Thursday. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it is a little weird. And it's a third Thursday, right?
Fourth.
The fourth Thursday.
Fourth Thursday.
So it's not even a date.
Right.
That's weird to me. Like, why can't we just say this day right here?
So a little bit of information about why Thanksgiving is on a Thursday. Historians don't know exactly which legendary day the first Thanksgiving was on, but it actually happened in October, not November.
Oh, dang.
And
Fuck
the general
you, Halloween.
And the general idea was that Thursday they had enough food that they gathered in throughout the week that they could actually have a get together
And feast. Because they gave you basically all week to collect.
Right. At any rate, Thanksgiving has been held on a Thursday in November since George Washington's presidency. Washington declared a day of Thanksgiving and prayer to honor the new U.S. Constitution. However, George Washington also put out that Thanksgiving could be done by any state whenever they wanted to. Right.
So Thanksgiving could just be done whenever. They're like, hey, you should celebrate this, but you know what? No rules to when.
Generally in the fall, during harvest time, when you have enough stocked away that you can feast.
That's when you do it.
Right. And that would vary from different state to state.
Gotcha.
So Maine might do it in the beginning of December.
So Thanksgiving's like, hey, here's all our extra shit that's going to go bad that we can't eat. So let's eat it now and then let's survive the winter. Like it's it might almost be your last meal.
Put on your winter weight.
Yeah, put on your winter weight. That's a good way of thinking it. Hey, then you know what? I don't think the South should celebrate it then.
Well, the South was actually really big into doing it later than November. They did it a lot in December, which is actually one of the reasons where Abraham Lincoln comes in here.
Okay.
The trauma of the Civil War made Thanksgiving a formal annual holiday. Lincoln issued his proclamation on October 3rd, 3 months after the Union Army's victory over Gettysburg, and he had a triumph in sight. He said that now it will be on the last Thursday of November as a day of thanksgiving and praise to our beneficent Father who dwells in the heavens.
Okay.
So, he pretty much said everybody needs to be on the same page with Thanksgiving. We're going to do it this particular day. And actually, one lady wrote into him and said, shit's crazy. People are celebrating whenever they want to. Put it all in one day.
Right.
And just write it off.
Right.
And Lincoln was actually kind of worried that because people were actually stretching it all the way until Easter sometimes.
Like they would just do Thanksgiving
every
day.
They wouldn't do it that whole time.
Oh, they would wait.
They would not do it, then do it.
At Easter.
Close to Easter.
Yeah.
And then you would have Thanksgiving and then go right into Easter, which didn't make sense to him.
Yeah, but I mean, what does that matter? Who gives a fuck? Like, oh no, people are celebrating 2 holidays back to back.
Right.
Okay, so what? Give them the 2 days off and now we go to work. Like, to me, really what that seemed like was we need a way to connect after the war. This will bond all of us.
Right. Most states did Thursday to give you a couple extra days before the weekend and then have that extra time for a holiday.
Yeah.
In the Franklin, for the FDR, he actually moved the holiday up a week, which caused a lot of problems. And there were a whole bunch of lobbyists that tried to get him to bring the day back down. But other lobbyists were saying that it would cut down on their Christmas sales, so leave it the 3rd week instead of the 4th week.
Yeah.
So he moved it up because of the lobbyists saying that they wanted more time for Christmas shopping. And then it was chaos for a couple years, and he decided to move it back. Actually, Congress stepped in.
Dude, holy shit.
Congress stepped in and said, nope, it's going to be the 4th week again.
Who knew that so much shit went into a holiday? Congress. No. We don't care about people in jail. We got to solve this Thanksgiving crisis.
So, 4th Thursday of the year. Would you do anything different? Or
Yeah, the fourth Thursday.
Fourth Thursday of November.
Yeah, I would. I would just pick a day with an actual number. Not a fourth Thursday.
Yeah.
That falls on random dates. Like, no, the 25th.
So, like I said, the initial reasoning was that they could have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off for a holiday, no matter what day that actually fell on.
Yeah. So
some people were actually worried. 1 year, it was Sunday, but before they mandated it, Thanksgiving fell on a Sunday, and they only got that 2-day weekend.
Yeah.
And then Christmas and New Year's also fell on a Sunday. So they got gypped out of a lot of cool.
I think the
time.
thing. See, I think instead of hoping to God that the holidays give you a break, they just need to go and say, hey, you need to give people more sick days and more vacation time.
Floating holidays. Just call it that.
Yeah, sure. Call it whatever you want. Just call it giving your people a break.
So I would do it at the beginning of September. There's not anything in September. There's a lot in November.
Like what?
You have the end of Halloween, even though that's October, like in November that just happened. And then you have Christmas coming up, and Hanukkah coming up, and Veterans Day, and whatever. What else? What do you have in September? Is that why they made September 11th? So they would have something to remember on?
Wow. Is Sweetest Day or something in September?
I have no clue.
Is it like some weird dumb shit like that in September?
I stopped celebrating Sweetest Day. On to Valentine's Day for me for now.
Yeah, you can't do both. Don't pull that bullshit. You get one. Pick one. Whichever one you want, pick it. September. Is that when a lot of babies are born?
Yeah.
It's the birthing month. That's why you don't do shit. Everyone's birthing.
Hey, that's when I would have it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the general idea
you would have like a barbecue. Woo! All day. That's all you hear because
again, I don't want to be out in the fucking cold for a holiday.
The barbecue keep you warm. Maybe
but
it'd be a bonfire. That'd be the thing you do.
So would you keep it the day it is, or would you move it somewhere?
No. Once I heard that, I guess I'll keep it. But it really annoys me that I'm like, when's the fourth Thursday?
It's not the 25th.
No matter what, even Christmas has like I was trying to justify in my head like if it actually had a date, I would remember it. But Christmas has a date, and that shit sneaks up on me every year. I'm like, oh, fuck, oh, shit. Which is weird that, like, to end the harvest, they want you to have all this break. But to celebrate Jesus' birthday, technically, they're like, we don't give a shit if it's a day. You get 1 day to celebrate his birthday, and then Jesus wants you back to work.
Then it's flip the page into the new year and forget all of that happened.
That is another thing. Christmas right into New Year.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's right. You just get done with Christmas, and it's like, well, do you have New Year plans? No, dude, I just spent all this money on Christmas. I can't go blow it on fucking booze.
So the next one here, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. We went over this a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Annual tradition.
Annual tradition.
Yep. Which dates back to 1924.
All you need is water with that.
From Central Park to the Macy's flagship store on 34th Street in New York. Parade hosts lots of colorful floats, marching bands, performers. Always ends with a visit from Santa Claus.
Is that how it is? Yeah, I guess he is at the very end on a sled, right?
Most people make it an essential part of their Thanksgiving celebration. The parade reminds us what we're thankful for and help create a sense of community and joy.
You know, I had a chance to be a balloon holder for companies and be in the Macy's Day Parade.
Dude, you should have done it.
When I was an exterminator, one of the ladies I went and helped, that's what she does. She signed people, like, she ran that as a business. And we were talking, and she's like, well, if you're tired of, because at this point I started my job, she's like, if you're tired of your job, here you could do this, this, and this. They paid for your travel. They paid for your hotel. They paid for whatever you ate. The only shitty part was they only paid you like $12 an hour or something dumb like that. So it's like, yeah, you didn't have to spend anything. We also weren't making money, really.
Right.
You know? So I said no.
The next one that I want to talk about here are turkey trots. Do you know what a turkey trot is?
No.
It
is
is
a turducken?
No. It is a 5K on Thanksgiving.
No! It's for stuffing your belly full like a fucking American.
Right.
And then falling into food coma. If you don't fall into food coma halfway through the Lions game, did you fucking Thanksgiving?
No.
Because you didn't Thanksgiving to me.
A lot of people say that they do it so they burn off their calories.
Fuck you.
Thanksgiving.
You need it for the winter. You got to get a little thicker in the winter. Winter's for bulking. Anyone in the North knows that. If you're going to bulk, you do it in the winter.
So parades, would you change anything about the parade?
Yeah, everyone going to it. No. The one big thing I would change about the parade, it's sold out somewhere. Like at one point, what I would do is I would try to get more like, almost let people,
monster trucks?
no, almost let people write in and make their own floats. Like, just pick people. Hey, this year, everyone gets to, I want to make a float. Let them enter, and then have it be a competition. I would like it more if people enter their floats, and we got to judge them.
That'd be cool.
And then every now and then, go ahead, have your rock show or whatever. I think sometimes the people at the very beginning kill me, too. I think if they would change the announcers, I would like it better. I don't give,
And we're here with the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, the 53rd annual.
And they try to act like oh my God, it's Snoopy! Look at Snoopy! Like it's a balloon. Snoopy likes to bounce around New York. Like, shut the fuck up, New York. Then also, they should make it travel.
Yeah, that'd be cool, going from different place
to different place, and then those people in those places get to enter their floats.
That's a good idea.
Thank you. I would watch it then. And then America can vote.
One of the next things that I have here.
What about you? Would you change the Macy's Day Parade? Anything?
I love the idea of moving it from city to city. I didn't even think about that beforehand. Other than that, no.
Okay.
I like most stuff about
What's
it.
your
I like
favorite?
the time.
The time that they do
Yeah,
it?
they do it early in the morning on Thanksgiving.
They do.
To where people are, they
While
have their
you're cooking.
TV on cooking.
Yeah, while you're cooking, you can watch it. Favorite balloon?
Pikachu, probably.
Yeah, Pikachu's cool. I do. Mine's Snoopy every year.
I don't really know any of the other ones.
I know I pulled it out saying it was bullshit, but I do like seeing Snoopy every year.
One of the next weird things is the presidential turkey pardon.
Oh yeah, where they capture a turkey.
Yeah.
That really wasn't going to be killed in the first place.
Right.
And then they release it saying we're good people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The president releases 2 turkeys saying this one will not be dinner today.
What if someone shot it? Like, this one will not be dinner.
See, the fact that they call it a pardon really pisses me off because
it didn't do anything.
Yeah, they're
what are you pardoning
That's
from?
not a bad turkey. If that turkey would have committed genocide in Liberia, then we would have to pardon it.
We're gonna pardon all these birds that did absolutely nothing besides looking so damn delicious. Why do you taste so delicious with butter, you son of a bitch?
I think that whole thing is dumb. I would get rid of the presidential turkey pardon.
Yeah, that's a little stupid.
Yeah.
It's not even like because you had to capture them. That's the thing, too. It's just 2 turkeys. Minding their own business. Living free as could be. You capture them, you go, you fucking committed a crime. We pardon you, though.
Next one I got is wishbones. You ever did a wishbone?
Yes.
During Thanksgiving?
Yes. Couple times. Yeah.
Where you crack it and the bigger piece
wins.
Yeah.
Yeah. It took me a while to figure out who
You're
won.
supposed to get like the good luck.
The wish. You're supposed to both make a wish. I thought that's what you did.
No,
No,
you
do
get good
wish.
luck.
No, you make a wish on it, you both pull.
Okay.
I thought.
Maybe it is a wish.
I don't know.
It's an okay thing. It's a nice little thing inside the turkey, a nice little game to play, something to...
Yeah, I don't mind it. Because like I don't mind doing it. My thing is, it's not my favorite, but it takes 2 seconds to do and it makes people so happy.
Right. I won!
Yeah, or to just like doing the tradition of it. It like takes them back. You know? So like to me, that's an easy one to keep to still make it feel like a holiday.
Right.
It's not hard to do. It's not like fucking Christmas lights. If I could get rid of Christmas lights, because those are a bitch.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Another thing I love about Thanksgiving, you don't have to fucking decorate your house.
Some people do.
Inside.
Yeah, some people do inside.
That's what I mean. You have to, no matter what, you decorate the inside.
You have to make it look nice.
And you decorate and you decorate the inside. But the outside, not every now and then some people do. But it's not a big thing, and I like that.
Right.
Yeah. It became, I think on Thanksgiving you have to cook. Even a little thing for yourself. Because the one thing that I noticed is it became a bigger and bigger thing for families and a bunch of people to go out to eat for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I've done that.
Not the same.
At a certain point, my mom was not able to cook.
Yes, I get that.
Inside the house.
Yeah.
So we would go to the VFW, and the VFW actually had a whole Thanksgiving buffet.
Yeah, a lot of them do. Yeah.
Right. It's awesome.
Yeah.
You pay as much money as you were going to pay for the food to begin with, and you don't have to cook any of it. You finish in a timely fashion.
Nope.
You come back, you watch your games.
What kind of holiday is that?
You're still with family celebrating over the same food that we're going to go over here
with like 100 other families that you don't even fucking know.
So?
And you hate groups. How does that make sense?
I love
you
people.
said you hated your Listen.
No,
Listen,
we've
there's a
determined
difference.
that it's a small place with a lot of people that I hate.
There's a difference.
I was claustrophobic before I was fat.
When you take the time out to literally cook someone life. Because that's what you're doing. Food is life. Giving someone food is giving them life. And you're like, here, family, here's some life. But instead of you just taking your time to make them some life, you say, let's just buy this fucking buffet. Some random dude in the back made it.
No.
That's made with love.
It was made with love. The ladies from the VFW are amazing. It was really good.
Yeah, good.
Plus, you had all the options that you wanted in case you were specific to something that you didn't.
Yeah.
So if you are a ham guy on Thanksgiving and you hate turkey, you hate it with a passion, and you go over to a family member's house and all they have is turkey.
Yeah, that don't happen. Not in my house. We always cook turkey and ham.
Not in your house.
Yeah, not mine. That has never happened to me. You're talking to the wrong person. It's always because we got a bunch of people in the family that hate turkey. So ham and turkey always gets cooked.
Right.
Yeah. Everyone pitches in.
There was just options with that.
I just hate because it's like giving up on a holiday.
Well, I mean,
it's the one little thing
my
you need
mom
to do.
paid for us to get the buffet,
Yeah.
so she paid
I'm
with
sorry,
money instead of her time.
How old are you boys? Why couldn't you cook your mother a meal?
I have. I cooked last
On
year.
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
I cooked last year.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying it was her idea.
Yeah. It wasn't a good one. I'm sorry, Pat.
Okay, then you're really going to hate this next one.
Uh-oh.
Over the last couple years,
Yeah.
except for last year because I hosted, we had a big spread, she orders the family meal from Bob Evans. And it has turkey and stuffing and gravy and, this, that, and the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do it this year. She wanted to host Thanksgiving this year, and...
Why don't you just go over early and cook? Her oven works, don't it?
Yeah.
She's got to go in the morning and put the bird in there. The next thing you know, several hours later, it's done.
Yes. Do you do that?
Can I cook? Yeah.
No. Do you go over to your mom's house and,
Yes.
and throw in the bird?
I live there, yes.
Do you throw in the bird?
Dude, I can't. There's like 20 people trying to get a hold of the bird.
Right.
What I'm saying is...
So you can't,
it's
so I
us.
can't.
Dude, no. What I'm saying is the young generation took over. That's what you do to give thanks. Thank you for feeding us to the point that we're 30. It's our turn now.
Right. I did it.
Once.
No, I did it. Well, not necessarily just Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But I did Christmas
and then get
that
on
same
your
year,
brothers.
and then I did Easter. You get on my brothers. I've been getting on them for 30 years.
Next time Kent's over, I'll get on him, dude. And your other... I already told you I'd take the belt to the other one. Okay, I'm sorry. We got on a spat. I'm sorry.
Okay. Family. Family on Thanksgiving. We were still on a trend.
Yes, we are still on the topic. I'm happy. We're improving.
There's still one asshole at the family. That's okay, so CJ, for a typical Thanksgiving dinner, what is we've determined that turkey is the first one. We've already talked about why we do turkey and why we have turkey and why nothing else. What's the second thing that comes to your mind?
Mashed potatoes.
Okay. Mashed potatoes.
Isn't that you?
Yeah.
Second thing, right? Turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy.
Nope. You hold on to the third one, and we'll go from there.
Gravy count as a whole food, or we just including it?
It counts. It counts.
Okay, but wait, who eats mashed potatoes without gravy?
Just shut up.
Okay.
Potatoes weren't around until the 17th century, according to Mental Floss. During the early years of the country, it was a tradition for the current president to declare National Day of Thanks, which Thanksgiving became a national holiday in 1863 under Abraham Lincoln, which we talked about. Along with the novel that remember I told you a lady wrote in and said that it needs to be on that day?
Yeah.
She also wrote a novel and had an idea to pitch mashed potatoes. This lady is...
She wanted to get rid of mashed potatoes.
No, she wanted to pitch the idea of mashed potatoes to the dinner.
This lady's my hero. What's her name?
Her name is Sarah Josepha Hale.
Josepha.
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal. Dude, I would name my a dude that Josepha. Come here, Josepha.
Mashed potatoes gained popularity on its Thanksgiving dinner table because of that.
Who's finding out about this woman's letter? So this woman's writing a letter to the president.
No. I'm sorry. I should have explained this a little more. She wrote a letter to the president at the time for 30 years.
Every year she wrote that shit saying it should be changed on a Thursday.
Yes.
Damn. Wow, that's commitment, dude.
Yes.
I wish I had that. I wish I was that type of Karen.
Then she actually like got into a magazine at the time.
Yeah.
And that's what like kind of put her over the edge.
Yeah. Then everything she wrote for Thanksgiving just became law. Like whatever Sarah Josepher says, we do for Thanksgiving.
Yes. But no, you're absolutely right. She was just like, all right, yeah, I guess I should actually do something about this.
Yes,
okay.
You know what? I'm happy you're giving me the reins president because I've had a million ideas for this Thanksgiving thing.
Doing a little bit of research here, I actually did read like 40 out of the excerpts. Like she would say it multiple times a year. She was invested in it, dude.
So, okay. I don't know if you're ready to move. You ready to move on from potatoes? Pumpkin pie.
You want gravy first?
Okay, yeah.
Gravy.
Yeah,
is number
you said
three?
it was second. I'm sorry.
Gravy is number 3.
Yeah. Well, to me, mashed potatoes and gravy go together. They're just one item.
Right.
I don't like that they separated this.
So during the first Thanksgiving, the gravy was likely made from remains of the meat that was roasted, thrown into a pot, boiled down to make broth, and then thickened with grain.
Oh,
not necessarily flour, but just grain.
Just grain.
It evolved into that. Yeah.
That's how my grandma always made it. Delicious.
That was some of the first gravy.
Ooh, good, dude. Good. I love gravy. But did she come up with saying...
No, she
write in saying...
She had nothing to do with gravy.
Okay. Did she write in like...
Just slather that motherfucker.
I think...
The whole plate. Just cover it. Great.
Dear Abraham Lincoln. I was sitting eating my turkey, looking at the mashed potatoes.
And it was so dry.
And they just looked so bland sitting there, all white mountains, next to the brown turkey. I propose we put some topping on it. Maybe from turkey fat. We'll call it gravy. Dear Abraham, did you look at my gravy letter yet?
Seriously, these mashed potatoes are the bomb.
You gotta put some gravy on there. Sincerely, Sarah Josepher.
Josepha Hale.
No, the Hale part.
Josepha Hale.
The Hale part can get the fuck out of here.
All right, what's number 4?
Oh, dude, pumpkin pie.
Okay, I'm gonna veto that for right now.
Okay.
Dessert is best at the end.
Okay, we'll wait for it. So we're saying dinner meal.
Yeah.
Then green bean casserole.
Green bean casserole.
Gotta go with the green bean casserole.
Green bean casserole was a more contemporary Thanksgiving dish introduced in 1955. Pretty recently in comparison to a lot of the other things that we have on here.
Yeah, I would assume like consistent ovens and certain other things help for the casseroles.
Right.
You know.
1955, when Dorcas Riley worked in a Campbell's Soup Company test kitchen in Camden, New Jersey, she was a home economist when tasked with creating limited ingredient recipes for housewives to recreate using Campbell's products.
Oh, that's smart.
Only 6 ingredients were used in her original recipe: cream of mushroom soup, Campbell's brand,
Yep.
green beans, milk, soy sauce, pepper, and French's French fried onions.
Ooh, I don't think I've ever had any with onions in it.
They're always sprinkled on top.
Oh, the crunchy onions.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah, those are the. I love green bean casserole.
I do not.
I might be white as hell, but I love that shit.
I do not.
I absolutely adore it.
I'm not the biggest fan of green beans.
Yeah.
I'll eat them, but they're not my favorite. I don't reach for them. I hate mushrooms.
I'm not a big mushroom guy either, but I like those.
I don't like mushrooms.
Yeah.
I love onions. Well, the French fried onions.
Well, and the cheese.
There is no cheese in her original
They didn't put
recipe.
cheese on it?
Not in her original recipe, no. Milk,
Oh.
soy sauce, pepper.
Well, they fucked up. Good thing cheese got added somewhere along the line. It makes it.
In 1955, her recipe was featured in the Associated Press article about Thanksgiving. It was also printed on the back of the can
cans.
for Campbell's cream of mushroom soup.
And that was, dude, brilliant. So when they bought it, they looked at it. They didn't have the internet or anything, so that was a quick, easy way to bring something to the Thanksgiving table. That's great. Great, Mark. Go Campbell. Go Campbell soup. That's on you. Good for you.
All right, what's the next one?
Okay. So, no dessert. We got
You can still have something sweet.
yams.
Yams?
Yeah, candy yams. Are they on there?
Candy yams are not on here, but sweet potatoes are.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, candy yams are brown sugared sweet potatoes.
Right. Common dishes for Thanksgiving that include sweet potatoes, and sweet potato pudding, also known as pone.
Oh,
Candied sweet potatoes, sweet potato pie, and more. Sweet potato has been popular in the South since colonial times. So remember how I was telling you that there was a hot difference between the North and the South during Thanksgiving in
like times in which
in
they
Civil
do it.
War.
Oh, yeah.
And then Abraham Lincoln stepped in and was like, all right, you guys need to mix, mingle, and I'm putting my foot down for this.
That's weird. So the Civil War's going on. Thanksgiving happens. The president comes out and goes, we all need to get together and like each other.
Yes, that's...
And they all listened. But they didn't listen to the president before when he's like, hey, we shouldn't do a war like this.
People care about food.
We respect you now that we've been killing each other. We'll listen.
According to Utah State University, sweet potatoes were considered a food for the poor after the Great Depression. Therefore, consumption of the food decreased. Now, sweet potatoes are considered a holiday food in the U.S. and have become a dietary staple in parts of the world.
It was for the poor, huh?
Yep.
That's kind of dumb.
Well, you got to figure that the South...
I mean, the potato was for the poor, too.
Yeah.
But, I mean, baked potato, that's another one.
Also, sweet potato casserole.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, go ahead.
You know how they put marshmallows on top of the sweet potato casserole?
Yes. Which I'm not a big fan of.
That is its own little thing on why they put it on.
To make it fancier because they were poor, so they didn't have any toppings, so they just drew marshmallows on her.
No, Simmons' cookbook did feature a recipe for potato pudding, which mixed pounds of boiled potato with half a pound of sugar, and different cookbook published a recipe with candied sweet potatoes a century later. The Angelus Marshmallow Company is to thank for the strange combination of gooey marshmallows and creamy sweet potatoes. In the 1900s, his team hired Boston Cooking School magazine to create a recipe booklet starring marshmallows. Her recipe put mashed sweet potatoes with marshmallow topping, and it became a hit.
Interesting. So someone took that to one Thanksgiving, blew the minds of people because they're like, there's no way a sweet potato is going to taste good with the marshmallow on it. I'm telling you, Linda. Then he ate it. And he's like, this tastes so good, I got to slap your mother. And then the lady started taking it to all the Thanksgivings.
This is not
the next one, by the way. I don't know if you want me to pick a next one.
Good.
But if you did stuffing. We
Stuffing?
have to cover stuffing. I feel like I missed that. That should have been higher. But it's delicious bread cooked in the asshole of a dead turkey.
Not anymore. People don't cook it in the butt anymore. Salmonella.
I cook it right in the butt.
Everything
Gets
that you
taken
read,
out.
everything that you read or see on the TV or whatever says, do not put it in the butt because of salmonella.
Well, maybe I don't have salmonella because I've eaten chicken ass.
Stuffing. Stuffing was first recorded. History of turkey stuffing comes from Apicius de Re Conquerca,
What?
a collection of Roman recipes.
Did you
create-
just stroke?
No. It's Latin.
Oh, okay. I thought you were stroking.
Created by a chef by the name of Apicius from the 1st century AD. Dude, stuffing is old.
Holy crap. So
Yeah.
this is actually the oldest.
Yes.
I wouldn't have guessed stuffing. I thought would be down there. I thought it would be relatively new. Okay, continue.
Abacus's cookbook frequently makes spelt.
Atticus.
Abacus.
He made his own cookbook.
Yeah.
All the way in AD.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. Made spelt, a type of wheat used to make bread, with spices, herbs, and vegetables, and then was stuffed into a variety of animals, such as chicken, rabbits, or pigs. Over the century, the dish has collected several names. In the 14th century, farce was the name used to describe what is stuffed inside the main course for Thanksgiving. Force meat. Dickerlick force meat.
I'm licking force meat. I feel like with the name force, you don't want to put your wiener in there.
In the 17th century, and lastly in the 19th century, dressing became the common term.
Yeah, actually, I never knew anyone called it dressing until I worked at
Turkey,
Bob Evans.
Yeah, turkey and dressing.
And it said turkey and dressing. And I said, what the fuck's dressing? I was like, who eats ranch with their turkey?
When I was in Boy Scouts,
Yeah.
one of the scoutmasters would cook us a special dinner.
Yeah.
That
That's
looked weird.
Drew may or may not have been touched.
By other Boy Scouts.
It's coming out right now.
He would do one of two things. Either he would cook a whole venison quarter
Oh, that's awesome.
over the fire, and he had his own little contraption for cooking it. Or he would do a whole turkey in his contraption over the campfire.
Yeah,
And
depending on if he got it.
Dude, it would cook for like 15 hours. He would start at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Damn.
Yeah. But he would always pour Italian dressing over the turkey.
Yeah.
And it was really good. When I heard turkey and dressing, that's what I thought.
Gotcha. A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
The oil and stuff in it is supposed to help,
Right.
keep it moist. That's a huge thing. Like, turkey's such a dry bird. The whole trick is how do you get moisture into the bird?
Dark meat.
Even a dark meat, like, the dark meat is the most moist of the bird. But that dark meat, compared to any other dark meat, is not as moist.
So one of the other ones that they do is corn. Corn is a
Corn
big
on the
staple of
cob,
Thanksgiving.
yeah.
That really doesn't need any
Natives.
introduction. Yeah.
Yeah, the Native Americans, which grew corn.
Then there's...
What was it? Was it corn on the cob or popcorn, does it say?
Most of the time it was Indian corn, and then it's corn that's cut off today. It's just a big bowl of corn.
Yeah, it's just a huge bowl of corn. But I know they also taught us to make popcorn. I was wondering if that was part of the meal back in the day.
It could have been.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of lost notice. One of the big ones, though, which is the one I can't believe you didn't say, cranberry sauce.
Oh, you know why?
You don't like it.
No, I'm okay on it. It's not my favorite.
Yeah.
But no one really makes it.
Right.
So every year, like, my family, I don't know why, but a lot of pasta dishes that don't even belong.
We're going to get there.
Okay.
Cranberry sauce. Pilgrims and Native Americans ate cranberries at the first harvest celebration. It was likely pemmican, a dish of crushed cranberries and dried meat. Ew. Stewing the cranberries in water and sugar, or what most consider cranberry sauce, dates back to the 1630s.
Dang. So you're supposed to put it on your turkey?
No.
Oh.
People take turkey and pull it into the sauce.
Yeah, but I mean, so dip your turkey in it.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, essentially, or something
like
that.
It makes it sweet. It's a sweet sauce.
I thought you just ate it by itself.
Most people do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But this one explains them actually mixing it with the turkey first.
Right.
That's how you did it. Were you sure it's not supposed to be a glaze and we all just been eating glaze?
In the 1800s, Americans started to grow cranberries and pick them by hand during dry harvesting. Cranberry sauce did not become an official dish for Thanksgiving until General Ulysses S. Grant, again, Civil War time, but ordered cranberries to be served to the soldiers as part of their holiday meal. He's like, you guys are going to have that.
What's cheap? Cranberries. Oh, yeah. Give those to the soldiers. What's going to stop this war? Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's not working. Give them cranberries.
After Ocean Spray, again, another big company in the eyes of Thanksgiving here, developed its massed harvest techniques, which damaged a lot of the fruit. The company began smushing the cranberries into the jiggly candlelight that you'll find on many Thanksgiving tables today.
So because of an accident, they gave us smushed cranberries.
Yeah, because they were in a rush.
Right.
We have to deal with jiggly fruit sugar.
In a can. I wish a lot more stuff would go back in a can.
I don't know if you guys do this too, but like in a lot of different family things that I've seen, they literally just take the can, pop open the top, and stab the bottom, and then the jelly comes out, and that's the way they serve it. They serve it as it comes in the can. Don't even slice it or anything. They just serve it there.
No, if we ever had it, it was on like a nice white dish.
Bougie. You bougie.
Yeah, some of us. Yeah.
So the second to last thing, again, we're going to save dessert till the end. Mac and cheese.
Yeah.
You have mac and cheese for Thanksgiving?
Yeah. Well, our yeah. It's kind of hit and miss, but it's really been a constant staple. So, like, some years we didn't have it, but I think people got mad. So now someone makes sure to make it.
Wow, millennials.
Mm-hmm. Dude, it is the younger ones that really love it. Like, if I make mac and cheese, I like oven mac and cheese.
Or the one pot we used to make.
Yeah, well, yeah, but
that was bad.
That's still just for like, that to me is not mac and cheese. It's the easy mac and cheese.
Yeah.
To me, real mac and cheese is like the barbecue mac and cheese where you put it in the oven, it gets nice and thick like a casserole and a crust. Yeah, that's like
the breadcrumbs on top.
That's holiday mac and cheese. You know.
All right. Mac and cheese was a common dish made for Thanksgiving during Victorian times. In 1883, Victorians made macaroni and cheese by boiling the noodles and then sometimes adding a can of tomatoes with a layer of grated cheese. Because Victorians would often layer their mac and cheese with tomatoes, this dish would become more presented looking like a lasagna or a baked ziti.
Done.
So yeah, that's where you get it done.
Yeah.
That's why your family has pasta.
Yeah, dude. Like, we'll have all kinds of Italian kind of dishes.
Yeah.
It's weird. But with all of us and all of us wanting to bring something, we pretty much cover the bases. And another big thing, too, my cousin, she works at one of the local restaurants around here that is kind of, I wouldn't say upper scale, but nice.
Yeah.
And she makes all the...
It's 3 out of $5 signs on Google.
Yes. It's, she makes all the desserts there.
Right.
So, dude, the desserts we have. Oh, my God.
All right. Give me 1 second. You can dive into this.
Well, I was going to say, hurry it up.
One more.
Okay.
Now comes the best part.
Nice.
Pumpkin pie.
Oh, my favorite.
According to Better Homes and Gardens, colonists and indigenous people ate pumpkins frequently in the 1600s. The recipe for pumpkin pie was first introduced in 1796 when a woman named Amelia Simmons published her cookbook, American Cookery.
Again,
Cookbooks have been around for a long
dude,
time.
they've been huge.
One of the recipes in her books was for a pumpkin pudding made with nutmeg and allspice served in a crust, the main ingredients of pumpkin pie.
Thank you. I don't know how she stumbled upon it or what she did, but thank you. Pumpkin pie is my second favorite pie, but it's a really good pie and it's only served at this time. My favorite pie on the holiday, pecan.
Okay. Though it may be the flagship dessert for Thanksgiving dinners, pumpkin pie didn't make an appearance at the first Thanksgiving. We know that because the recipe was done after that. Okay. The Pilgrims probably lacked the butter and flour needed to make the pie crust, and it's not clear if they had an oven that they could bake the pumpkin pie.
Exactly. That's why they didn't have casseroles.
It didn't mean that pumpkins weren't available for the meal, though. They were probably served after baking in the coals of a fire or stewed. Sarah Josepha Hale,
this bitch,
the so-called mother of Thanksgiving.
No. She proclaimed that as a Karen. She proclaims herself that.
She is responsible for pumpkin pie's prominence as a Turkey Day dessert. Her novel Northwood included the dish and a description of Thanksgiving foods. Herself, she lobbied for the celebration.
Of course she lobbied. Dear Abraham, I discovered something called pumpkin pie. I believe it should also be served at Thanksgiving. Abraham dealing with, Sir, we're going to lose America. The South is going to win. Oh, shit. Abraham, yes? You got more letters about Thanksgiving. Bitch, yes.
She looks like a Karen?
100%. That looks like a snobby white Karen.
It all comes full circle.
Oh, my God. So, I guess what we've learned today is a lot of the traditions that were made for Thanksgiving were made because of a white Karen.
Right.
Who just thought she knew the best way to celebrate it.
This is a fun fact about pumpkin pie. In an essay in the New York Times from 1876, pie was painted as a sort of a drug.
What?
And claimed pie's terrible influence over children that was the chief evil of Thanksgiving. It warned that mothers would deal out the deadly compound to her children without a thought that she is awakening in them a deprived hunger that will ultimately lead straight to the pie shop. They're calling pie a gateway drug.
So what do they think that some kid's going to eat pie? Boom. And then just straight up rob every pie store they see. Who the fuck comes up with this? That's like, you know what that is? That was one grumpy old man who was on the spectrum and no one knew it back then. And he was just at one Thanksgiving one time where one kid complained about not getting a slice of pie. And he's like, that root of evil.
There's also sweet potato pie, pecan pie, and some places have mincemeat.
Dude, I've never had mincemeat.
Sweet potato pie was actually one of the things that the southern people used to do, and the northern people had pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
And then there was a big fight during the Civil War about which one
was better.
Yeah. So a lot of the North actually adapted the sweet potato pie, and then had both. That's why you'll see a number of pies during Thanksgiving, and then the South just kind of followed.
Yeah.
Begrudgingly, but they followed.
Well, because they ate it, and they're like, well, this shit's good.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go rob a pie store right now.
You try the pumpkin pie? All right.
Yo.
Drew.
Yeah.
You ready to take the people home?
Sure. We're on Anchor, Apple, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. It's the Lunch Table PBJ. That's probably how you're listening to us right now. So if you are, give thanks.
Go ahead. Ooh. Thank you.
We're on YouTube and Rumble at the Lunch Table PBJ. That's probably how you're watching us right now. So if you are,
Keep going and doing that.
Why don't you let me do the interludes? We're on Twitter at LunchTablePBJ. That's how you can stay up to date in some of the stuff that we're doing, as well as take care of our polls. Our Thanksgiving gobbledygook polls.
I'll give thanks when you rub my poles.
Gobbledygook poll.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The gobbledygook.
Yeah.
The wrestling.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's wrestling. It was an egg thing.
We're on Facebook at the Lunch Table PBJ, as well as our fan page, The Munchies.
Ooh.
That's how you can really stay up to date in everything that we're doing, as well as join the conversation. Tell us what we're doing wrong.
Heck yeah. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun
Tell us if you like green bean casserole.
Yeah. And if you do or don't, then you take our video and you send it to somebody else and ask them the same question.
Right.
Waste their time.
We're on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts at the Lunch Table PBJ. CJ takes care of those. He does a wonderful job. He spends a lot of time on it. Give him a little credit.
Thanks.
Give him thanks.
Listen, if you like anything that goes on, and Drew makes it sound like I do a lot. Really, I just cut little videos. Drew does all the fun stuff within the videos. The coins, all that. That's Drew.
You purchased a new phone so that you could give them better quality. Don't give me all the credit, Carl.
That's true. It does have a stylus.
And lastly, we're on Patreon at the Lunch Table PBJ. If you want to be like my mom and give us money so that we can eat, that's the way to do it.
That's the way to do it. Hey, listen. I might not find it right, but just because I don't find it right, don't mean it's wrong.
Right? CJ, take us home for that Thanksgiving dinner.
So, before I take us home, little advice to people. Find someone to share Thanksgiving with.
Even if it's just one person.
It doesn't matter. Family, friend, find someone to share with. Holidays are meant to be spent with people. Sometimes, relationships, no matter if they're friendships or whatever, take work. So you gotta show up to events. Get out there.
Bring a covered dish.
Yeah, bring some food. It's okay if it sucks. Sweet potatoes. If you make candy yams, pretty easy. Everyone likes them.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it's an easy dish. Easy dish. All right, Drew, thank you for doing all the work.
We give thanks.
All the year. I'm giving you all my thanks after we go off the air here. Catch us at our OnlyFans. Thank you for being you. Everybody have a wonderful Thanksgiving. If you celebrate something different, have that too. Peace.
I'm thankful for you.
Ooh. Oh, dang, Drew. So, I don't know what he means by what I do with my family, but I can tell you what I do with these hands, and it's touch myself naughty. Very roughly. Sometimes I hurt myself, other times I don't. But you know what? I always enjoy it at the end, so it's okay. It's all right.